Kenyan care worker is dead. Her client pleads not guilty. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover the shocking details of a murder that has terrified migrant workers across the UK, the desperate plea from a grieving community, and the trial that could expose dangerous gaps in the care system. Meet Irene Mbugua. She was 46 years old, a single mother of 4 children back home in Kenya. She moved to the United Kingdom 2 years ago, answering the call for care workers in a country facing a severe labor shortage. She was a lifeline for the vulnerable. But on June 23, 2025, she became a victim. Her body was discovered with severe head and facial injuries inside a house on Markby Road in Birmingham's Winson Green area. Emergency services rushed to the scene after concerns were raised for her welfare. Paramedics fought to save her, but she was pronounced dead right there. The address wasn't random. She was found at the home of David Walsh, the 34-year-old man she was assigned to care for. Walsh was her professional client. He lived on the same street. For months, Irene had been going into his home alone to provide support, and then something shocking happened. In the early hours of that June morning, something went terribly wrong. Now, David Walsh stands accused of her murder. But here's the twist that has everyone talking. During a brief court hearing held by video link from HMP Birmingham on January 6, Walsh pleaded not guilty. He spoke only to confirm that plea. He was remanded in custody. His full trial is scheduled to begin on February 23, but here's what nobody's talking about. This isn't just one tragic case. Irene's death has sent shockwaves through the Kenyan diaspora community in the UK and back home. It has raised urgent, terrifying questions about the safety of migrant care workers, especially women who work alone in private homes. These frontline professionals walk into uncertain situations every day. And then, the community did something powerful. In the wake of her killing, members of the Kenyan diaspora launched a public fundraising appeal. The goal was to cover funeral costs, repatriate Irene's body to Kenya, and provide long-term support for her 4 now orphaned children. This act of collective grief and support highlights the tight-knit nature of the diaspora, but also the profound vulnerability they feel. Here's the part that will blow your mind. The care sector in the UK relies heavily on workers like Irene. They fill critical gaps. Yet this case exposes a potential deadly risk in a system built on trust. A carer murdered in the home of her client. The implications are massive. Some say this is a horrific but isolated crime. Others say it's a glaring symptom of a system that fails to protect its most dedicated workers. The controversy is simmering, but the biggest question remains unanswered. If David Walsh didn't kill Irene Mbugua, who did? The trial on February 23 promises answers, but the fear for care workers is already real. This story is about more than a plea in a Birmingham court. It's about a mother who crossed an ocean for a better life and lost everything. It's about a community rallying in heartbreak. And it's about a profession now looking over its shoulder. Do you think care companies need to do more to protect lone workers? Should there be mandatory safety protocols for home visits? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that impacts Kenyans at home and abroad.